Hi, Dr. Dean here, and I want to talk to you today about self-confidence hypnotherapy. We have a hypnotherapy session titled Have Confidence. And what does it do? Pretty much what it says. It causes you to be very confident in many of the things you're doing in life, which you may not be confident over right now. For instance, let's say you're asked for some reason to get up in front of a group, and in that group you have to do some public speaking, and you're in front of 80, 90 people. And they've asked you to talk about something you're involved with. A lot of people they're like a deer in the headlights of a car. They freeze up because they're so concerned of what people may think of them. Oh my gosh, if I say the wrong word or flub or stub or do something wrong or I miss something or I freeze up. And all these negative things comes up. And they're all based on your ego, because your ego is very defensive. Your ego says, I cannot be seen in a bad light by anybody. I want to be seen in the best light. I'm really their person. I'm okay. So I'm not going to be doing things that can expose me to people in such a way where I'm not in total control and I have no say-so on the matter. If I get up in front of a bunch of people and I make this speech and I say this, that, and the other, and I make a stumble or I make a mistake or say the wrong word, and now I'm going to be, oh my gosh, I'll never get over it. I'll be talked about, everything will go wrong, and they'll think I'm terrible and stupid. And see your ego speaking then. It's defensive. You're concerned with what people think of you. You really want everybody to think highly of you, to respect you, or if anything, leave you alone. So there's nothing wrong, nothing can bother you, nothing can hurt you. You lack self-confidence. You're not confident in yourself. To be confident is to believe in who and what you really are. To be confident, it's okay not to be perfect. And it's okay to let people know you're not perfect, and it's okay to let them know they're not perfect and that that's okay with you too. It's called being a biped, intelligent creature, a mortal, a human being, an animal. If you have a pet dog, that dog may have more self-confidence than you do. By instinct, the dog looks up to you as the leader of the pack. You provide its food, its shelter. In turn, it provides for you exterior protection, so it barks when somebody comes near the door. It tries to do what you want it to do as long as it can understand what you want it to do, and then sometimes it doesn't do what you want it to do because it doesn't know how. But you don't see it running away from your home because it doesn't have confidence in you or in itself. It stays with you. That dog is very self-confident that you are the leader of the pack and it's going to stay with you. If you just had that much self-confidence of a dog, there's nothing that you can't do that you could really fail at. You'll be self-confident to achieve any goal that you conjure up and want to go for. Now you have to be honest with yourself. In what way do you lack self-confidence? Like, oh my gosh, I got to take this test to get promoted, or to be getting a license to do something like be a nurse or a doctor. Big test. And you don't have the confidence to think you'll pass it. Or you met a new person and you really want to impress that person because you really like that person. Could be your dream date. But you lack confidence, and so you foul up the date. You remain quiet, withdrawn, or you say silly things because you don't know what to say, and then you're exposing yourself, and you get scared, then you clam up. All kinds of things go wrong like that. All right, and you're put in situations, especially the things you have never experienced before, never heard of before. You always have a great fear of the unknown, so you're afraid to break through into that barrier. There's a real problem with that, isn't there? You lack self-confidence. Now suppose we can, and we will with your permission, if you select this session, hypnotize you and program you subconsciously to have all the confidence you possibly could need to achieve a specific goal that is important to you. Some sort of a self-improvement, or to get rid of a specific disorder that you have. That takes self-confidence. To be able to stand up in front of an audience of thousands of people and speak freely, and even if you make a flub or say something kind of accidentally the wrong way, and I'm doing it here in my video, come on. It doesn't matter, it's still okay. You're confident enough to get your point across and to tell people what you think and really believe and know so. the truth. You're letting the sunshine in you out to the public or to the people you're dealing with without fear. You don't care what people think. You can't control that anyway, and a lot of people are going to think wrongly because their program is messed up and they're ignorant of it. So you can't make everything right, but you can accept things the way they are, and they're usually the things you think the way they are not what they seem to be. So it's really a chaos way of living, confused world we're living in. I think we can agree to that. But it was meant to be that way in our growth. We're just barely starting off. We're at the bottom rung of a ladder of an eternal growth. There's no end to you. And by the time you get to that higher level, your self-confidence will be right up there with the God that created your personality. That's everybody's God, okay? And your personality is perfect, magnificent, because it was created by the creator of all personalities. You are like him in many ways. But you don't know that. But you will after you do this session, and that you'll have confidence to do the right thing at the right time that you think is the right thing in the right time. And you're going to do that and make those judgments based on your experience and training and the data that you can get together to get the facts and to understand how things really are. You'll be very confident as you grow and learn. And it's okay to make mistakes. Just consider mistakes training sessions, experiences. When you burnt yourself being near a fire, it hurt. You've now trained yourself and realized you don't want to put your finger in the fire again. Even though you know when other people did it burnt, you didn't pay much attention to that. But when you did it, oh, now I know why people don't put their finger in a fire. You get the truth. And now you're confident enough to stay away from fire and treat it with caution. What about everything else in life? I just use that as a simple example. What if you could be so self-confident in everything that you take on to do, and you're not afraid to take on anything? Okay. There are some things that simply are not doable. And that's okay, because you have the confidence and the intelligence to know that's not doable. Okay, you're not going to be able to jump out of a window and fly like Superman. That's not doable. It's going to kill you. But on the other hand, if you're asked to do something you never thought you could do, build a house. Be your own general contractor. Become the boss of the company. Become the head of a department. Adopt a new child in your life. Oh, I could never do that. I don't think I could handle that. Yeah, you can. And you could really be good at it if you had self-confidence. Then it becomes a joy. It's a wanna instead of a gotta. If you want to have strong self-confidence, you need to be able to lead. People who lead are self-confidence. People who fail have no self-confidence. They are followers. Okay? Either you're going to be the shepherd or you're going to be the sheep. Choose you this day who that'll be. You can program your mind or have it programmed with my help. We'll both go in there together and give you powerful self-confidence. Ethical, clean, useful, safe self-confidence. Not the confidence to drive a motorcycle through a fiery hoop or do stupid things. I'm talking about confidence to do what's right, what works, which is genuine, caring, loving, intelligent. You'll have confidence you won't believe was possible. And where that confidence will take you will be on new frontiers, new levels you never thought you'd ever reach. That's what this session does for you. Take it for a test drive. You're going to really like it. I'm Dr. Dean. My phone number's at the top of the page. It says Talk to the Doc. Call me anytime you want between 9 and 6, Monday through Saturday. I'll be happy to chat with you. No charge. I look forward to helping you. You have a good day now.